It's time for another day in Tommy the Adventurer's adventure as a official professional Pokemon trainer. And today was time for his first Pokemon gym battle against Kit's very own brother Richard, the normal type specialist of Cascarafa. And this was going to be a very hard battle for Tommy to defeat, but he knew he needed to prepare. So he decided to train up. He needed to prepare those Pokemon and train even more. He trained his Mimikyu up a small bit, turning it from a level 4 into a level 6. Using that opportunity, Mimikyu was able to replace its scratch move that it had for a long time by now with Shadow Sneak. Combining that with Shadow Sneak, Shadow Balls, Copycat, and Wood Hammer, it would be a powerful moveset that he could use. However, Troy then remembered he needed a fire type move for the normal type gym, so he needed to see what, if any of his Pokemon, could learn a fire type move. He checked his Pyro. It could not learn a fire type move. He checked his Starly, and while it would eventually learn a fire type move when it got bigger, its only fire type move right now was Final Gambit, and Toy did not want to use that move. This left it down to Mimikyu, and he figured out that it could learn the move Drain Punch, so he changed his mind, got rid of Copycat, and replaced it with Drain Punch, making Mimikyu's new final moveset being Shadow Sneak, Shadow Ball, Wood Hammer, and Drain Punch. Combine that with the Spell Tag on Mimikyu, the Charcoal on Pyro, and the Charty Berry on Starly to allow Starly to take a hit from any possible Rock type moves. And Wattrel's possible amazing moveset, and Tommy knew he was ready for the first battle. But Kit wanted to ride for battle before Tommy battled her brother, so Tommy took part in his first rifle battle against Kit. Kit sent out her new Grimer, which was level 7, and as Starly got a quick attack, Grimer wrapped its toxic poisonous body around Starly. Starly was not able to escape, but Tommy knew that Starly didn't need to. Starly set up an agility while Muck dug underground. Starly set up another agility, and Muck tried to hit a dig attack, but Starly was able to jump up and avoid it. Starly then flew into the air, and despite getting hit with a rap attack that took it down, it immediately hit with a fly. Muck continued to wrap its body around Starly to try to stop it, but Starly was able to hit a quick attack to break free. With Starly now free and able to switch out, Tommy was aware that he was a problem when Kit sent in her now fully evolved Pawmot. So Tommy switched in his Pyro, which took a quick attack. Pyro, normally wild roars and taunts, this time worked out as it was able to roar out the Pawmot and catch Kit as surprised as she was forced to switch in Zangoose. Pyro decided to listen and used Flamethrower to take out Zangoose. And now with Pyro finally obeying Toy again, Kit sent in Pawmot in again as Pyro was set up and hit a Flamethrower. However, a Thunder Punch from Pawmot did significant damage. Toy tried to send in his Wattrel to protect his Pyro, but Wattrel came in and got Thunder Punched so hard that it was immediately KO'd. Tommy sent in Mimikyu. And Mimikyu used its new Shadow Sneak attack to do some damage. Mimikyu then avoided a Mach Punch and fired off a Shadow Ball, and then used Drain Punch. And then set up to use Drain Punch using disguise to take the Thunder Punch and then Drain Punching. With its disguise now broken, its ability activated, Mimikyu was KO'd by another Drain Punch before it could execute its Wood Hammer attack. However, Tori sent in Pyro, and they used Flamethrower to win. Tori then immediately healed his Pokemon and stepped in to fight Richard. Richard sent out its Munchlax first against Tommy's Mimikyu, which was healed back up now. Tori immediately orders Drain Punch, which does damage to Munchlax. However, Munchlax tries to go for a Body Slam, but Mimikyu's Ghost type immunity stops it from happening. Mimikyu goes for another Drain Punch, but Richard sends in Ferret. Ferret takes in the Drain Punch, and Tori knows that this thing could be quite the crazy thing. Ferret uses Coil to set up, while Wood Hammer from Mimikyu lands, but the Ferret was still in the trip and set up were tidy up. Mimikyu was able to KO it, however, with a Drain Punch before the Ferret became a crazy possible destroyer of Tori's team. Richard was sent in his Munchlax next, and Munchlax came right back in and was able to avoid the Shadow Sneak and use Rock Slide on Mimikyu to break Mimikyu's disguise once again. Mimikyu once again gets his disguise broken, and Mimikyu, angry with that, fires off a Wood Hammer. However, Munchlax eats its Citrus Berry to heal up, but Munchlax misses its Rock Slide attempt. Mimikyu then hits another Drain Punch, but another Rock Slide from Munchlax this time connects. Mimikyu hits another Drain Punch, almost knocking out Munchlax, but another Rock Slide from Munchlax continues its Rock Slides. Mimikyu then hits a Wood Hammer to finally KO Munchlax. But that's when Richard finally sends in his ace and final Pokemon, the Pokemon Vigoroth. Vigoroth comes in, all speedy and ready to scratch away at Mimikyu. Mimikyu avoids a Focus Punch from Vigoroth and fires a Drain Punch. However, Tori just makes the mistake of trying to switch in his Starly, and Vigoroth immediately slashes the Starly as it attempts to come in. Tori, realizing his mistake, tries to send in Wattrel, hoping that Wattrel can lower Vigoroth's attack. While Vigoroth hits a slash, Wattrel manages to get off a Feather Dance to lower Vigoroth's attack. Wattrel tries to go for another Feather Dance, but another slash by Vigoroth works. And Tori sends in his Pyro. Pyro is now, as I said, obeying Tori once again now, sets off and lands a Flamethrower attack on Vigoroth. Vigoroth hits a Crush Claw, but it doesn't do much damage to Pyro. Tori switches back out Mimikyu, who is immune to the slash attack. And Mimikyu fires off one last Drain Punch to defeat Vigoroth, allowing Tommy to win his first gym battle and gain the normal badge. Goodbye.